Oh my God. The time has come. I have no clue what to say right now. Well, I'm going to say some things, but wow. Honestly, this feels like so long in the making for on my end because, I've been working on this all summer. I'd say most people watching this are like, what's happening? Which is fair because I have actually been pretty secretive about it. But and to be fair, lots of you are new to my world because there's been quite an influx in the last few weeks. But I'll give a little short intro. By the way, I'm looking back and forth because I have Instagram here and I've got Facebook here. So that's what we're doing. That's how we're going to do this. Hopefully, Instagram can hear me okay. Hopefully, Facebook can hear me okay. Hopefully, everyone can hear me okay and see me okay, and then we're going to be okay. So, in short, I'm Kate. I'm a hardcore Virgo because I am obsessed with productivity and systems. And I was trying to create, I emphasis on trying. I was trying to create a career in the online space for quite a while before I knew what I even wanted to talk about, to be honest. I initially was a personal trainer and I did that online. I had a true crime YouTube channel. That went pretty well, to be fair, and I kept that up for 3 years. I only stopped this year in July. So there's that, and I also had a bullet journaling TikTok, which surprisingly did pretty well too. And that's what led me into the productivity space. But then it still wasn't quite specific enough for me because and then this year I niched down to helping specifically content creators and course creators with productivity and systems and all that good stuff, all that good juicy stuff. So the thing was, I couldn't really see anyone talking about those kind of things specifically for content creators. They would either talk about productivity or systems. And even at that, it would be more at a zoomed out level, more for entrepreneurs in general, rather than specifically content creators or course creators. So suddenly, everything aligned when I had this idea. I was like, oh my God, people need this. I've been there, and I know how to help them. Let's flip and go. Do you know what I mean? So long story short, this has all led to the blossoming of Creator Productivity Lab, which is a $7 a month mini membership to help content and course creators create more time and more impact. Because honestly, you don't have to choose between those two. And at least you don't have to when you pair productivity and systems together, because so often they are kept separate, and I honestly think they need to be together to get the most out of, if you did just productivity, cool, you might get twice as much impact. If you did just systems, okay, you might slash your calendar in half. If you do both together, it's like a 10x situation because they really go hand in hand. It means that you're focusing on less things, but you're focusing on the right things in the right order. And it means that you don't have to waste all your time on the busy work and the stuff that you feel like you need to get done. It actually doesn't need to get done, or there could have been an automation to set up to save you hours of work each week. So that's a whole thing. I'm not going to get into that right now, but just a thought. So before I dive into what exactly is in Creator Productivity Lab, I do want to explain who this is for specifically, because the last thing I want is for you to spend your precious time in your day watching this whole video and then at the end being like, oh, that wasn't even for me. If I just shared features and things that are included, you could be like, cool, this sounds good. But then I'm like, oh, and by the way, it's for this person. And you're like, oh, that's not me. So, who it's for? There's two types of people, right? We have content creators who want to create a career out of the content creator life. So that's one side. And then obviously like without the overwhelm. And then we have course creators who want to market their business on social media. So that's the other side. And again, without the overwhelm, without the 90 things on your weekly to-do list. Because that's the thing, as creators, we have so much to do, so much we want to do, and seemingly so little time. And if you are either of those two people that I've just stated, I'm sure you've experienced that. Like, I know it's not just me, because I've talked to people in the same kind of space, and they all have these same struggles when it comes to time or lack thereof. And it's tough. And you're ambitious, most likely, so that makes it even harder. Like, you're in this game because there's a certain kind of either lifestyle or certain level of success that you're after, and you're not willing to, you know, give that up. You're not going to give up on that goal, which means you often work harder, or you often try and work faster to get more done. And you can keep that up for a little while. I'm not going to say you can't, but it comes to a point where you just get exhausted. What happens when you aren't seeing the results that you thought you were going to get? That's when, I mean, you got to have a rock solid mindset to keep going for years when you have literally seen no results. I'm actually speaking from experience here, because I've been through that. And for so long, I thought I just needed to work longer hours, just needed to be more motivated, be more disciplined, or work faster. But that's not actually the answer. It's this beautiful combination of the productivity strategy and skill, because it is a skill, and systems. So let's dive into what's included. If your ears are perking up by now, like after I'm saying this stuff, let me know, because I'm dying to hear who's on the same kind of wavelength here. So first things first, we have the core content, right? This is ultimately the roadmap to get you from the situation you're in right now with your time and the fact that there's just not enough of it, to the point where, so like you could literally be on like 60 hours a week, even if it could be more, it could even be 40 hours a week, and you're like, yeah, but I'm not earning money from my business, so I also have a day job, or maybe I have 2 day jobs. Oh my goodness, I'm sweating. It's very hot in my room suddenly. So it gets you from that stage to the point where you're working like, you only need to work like 20 hours a week in your business to keep things going, and not just keep things surviving, but keeping them thriving. Woo! Okay, so what we have is, I have my signature 3-step process in there. The 3 steps are as follows. You have step 1, build your content suite and workflows. Step 2, develop your personal productivity skill. And step 3 is create your systems and automate. That last step is where you can scale your time beyond the 40-hour work week. Like, you can get 100 hours of work done in a week without actually working 100 hours because of the way you set up your systems and everything. It is like magic. And when you get into the nitty gritty of it, it's so, like, it's not the cutest thing, but the juiciness that you get outside of that is just like chef's kiss. It's beautiful. So that's the 3-step process. Within each step, there are 3 lessons. Each lesson has multiple videos, multiple trainings, multiple tools to help you, like complementary tools and resources to, like, that could be a checklist, that could be a dashboard, that could be, you know, so there's things to help you along every single step of the way. And ultimately, you go through that process. There's no way you're not hitting the 20-hour weeks. And like, I can say that with full certainty. So there's that. That's the core content. Now, I am still in the process of creating the core content. So that's like my main focus was to get the doors open. And then once the doors are open, I'm going in full throttle on creating that core content and getting it into the portal as soon as I can. So I will just say that. But there is already, we have phase 1 is already ready, good to go in the portal and like ready for you to go through. So there's that. Then what do we have? We also have the live calls. So we have at the moment, right at the beginning, we have 2 different types of live call. Close. Oh no. Oh, I have too many. Oh no. Okay. Hold on a second now. I have apparently too many tabs open and the computer's screaming at me. Okay, this can go. All right. Maybe, hopefully that's okay. If I cut out on Facebook, just let me know. So we have the live calls, right? So 2 different types. We have one monthly Q&A that will be added to the monthly content. Those will be streamed inside of our Inner Circle Facebook group. We also have, and this is something I'm really excited about, which is the Power Hour sessions. So we will literally these are bi-weekly, by the way. We will get on a group call, and we create our systems together. So it's like, okay, this is this, like we'll get on and be like, this is what I'm creating for this Power Hour. And you have that accountability. Then we put, I don't know if I'll be able to sort out putting on music. I'm going to try do that. I'll figure out the techie stuff, and hopefully there's no like licensing issues or whatever, but we'll figure that out. And then for the hour, we work together so we can see each other, and, you know, we all know that we're doing it in real time. Then at the end, by the way, you will be shocked and appalled in the best way when you realize how much more productive you will be working on things in real time with other people. I don't know why it works, but it works. It just does. So then at the end, we get to like celebrate how much, what we did, how much we got done. And honestly, I think that is going to be one of the most transformative parts of this membership, because you can watch training videos till the cows come home, but if you're not implementing, then like what is really the point? You know, I want you to get actual results with this membership. So I'm like, okay, how am I going to get them results? We're going to get on calls and do this shit together, you know? So I'm so excited about those calls. Yes. And like I said, we also have the Inner Circle Facebook group. So that's where you can get support. You can ask your questions, share any wins and celebrations, and oh hey, I created this thing, this is what it looks like. Any feedback, like get feedback for your stuff. That will have a 48-hour response time from myself. I'm putting those boundaries out like from the beginning, but I will say I'm probably gonna be back to you within 48 hours, but don't be mad at me if it's beyond 48 hours, because that's what I'm dribbling. That's what I'm gonna set the boundary as. Then like I said, the monthly Q&As will be inside the Facebook group. I could very well just pop up out of nowhere and do random live trainings inside there as well. And I'm just constantly going to be adding and adding and adding. Oh, also, it's not just the core content that you get inside this. Like, I'm going to be adding new content every single month to Creator Productivity Lab. So, you know, the core content is one thing, but beyond that, the amount of content is just going to keep growing and growing. And I will also say, to get in as a founding member is a very special and unique opportunity, because with a small group at the beginning, we have there's a certain magic in the air. We actually get to really connect with each other on a whole other level, rather than, you know, joining a membership that already has thousands of people in there, and it's a bit like, oh, like, who do I even talk to in here, because there's so many people and I don't know who my people are. In here, we're all each other's people. We all know we're on the same journey. We have all taken this step to work on our time freedom within our business, because business is such a time heavy thing. We all feel it, and we're all there to fucking make the most of it and improve our situation, our individual situations. And that's a vibe. Full stop. I would drop the mic if it wasn't gonna make a really loud bang and probably break. So so that's all. Oh yeah, about being a founding member. So you qualify as a founding member if you sign up to Creator Productivity Lab in the month of September. Anybody that, like, you, if you do, you're gonna have a tag in my email software that says founding member. In the future, founding members will get access to certain paid live trainings, you'll get access to things that other people won't get access to. So I'll just say that. And you only qualify to become a founding member if you, hey, how's it going? If you join by the end of September. So it's currently the 21st of September. So you got like 9 days. So make your decision, take your time if you want, but the sooner you get in, the more exciting it is. And also the community aspect begins like immediately. So there's that. That is pretty much everything I wanted to say. I didn't want this to go too long, because I know if it were me, I'd be like, oh my goodness, this is an hour video. I don't have time to watch an hour video. And the whole point here is that time is a precious resource. So I'm going to leave it at that. And if you have any questions whatsoever, you can comment it on the live on Facebook or DM it to me on Instagram. Whatever, it's all good. I am more than happy to answer any of your questions, and I'm so excited to see you in there. Oh, it's so fun. Okay, I'm going to see you very soon. There's going to be, on one of you, there's going to be a moment of awkwardness here while I end one and try end the other. So, right, I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.